People might feel alienated in big cities, but she couldn't imagine that emotion. Tied to the land, the people and animals that inhabited it, Harry knew she was a lucky soul. "Look at those hard-working women," she called out as she removed her coat, hat, gloves, and scarf. Alicia Palmer and Boom Boom Craycroft, both great beauties, moved a long table near the eastern fireplace. The large room cost so much to heat that the thermostat stayed at 52. The fireplaces helped considerably. Sitting near one kept one's fingers from stiffening, and they'd need their fingers today. Alicia, a former movie star now in her 50s, was in charge of decorations for the Christmas party, which was little more than a week away. Each season, St. Luke's hosted a large party that brought parishioners and neighbors together in a relaxed setting. Reverend Herb Jones, the pastor, constantly came up with ways to strengthen the community. Susan Tucker, Harry's best friend from cradle days and the breeder of Tucker, put grapevines on the table. Raquel Deeds and Jean Kilo, two former sorority sisters from Miami University in Ohio, laid out gorgeous dried magnolia grand flora blossoms, along with the large, shiny dark green leaves. Boom Boom brought bay leaves and gold-beaded strands. Harry carried dried red roses, along with strands of cranberries. Once the women settled down at the table to make wreaths, the cats and dog volunteered to help. Mrs. Murphy, on the table, played with the gold beads. "Aren't these the same kind of beads that men throw to women at Mardi Gras if the women expose their glories?" "Sure won't be flashing anything in this weather." Tucker, on the floor, laughed. Pewter batted around a lovely red rosebud. "I will never understand why humans pitch a fit and fall in it if someone shows their breasts or if a man shows his equipment. I mean, everybody has them." "Genesis. Remember when the angel comes to the Garden of Eden after Adam eats the apple, and Adam and Eve realize they are naked?" Mrs. Murphy read over Harry's shoulder, not that Harry knew the cat could fathom it. "Ha! Adam was taking money under the table from the garment industry." Pewter swept her tail over the table, knocking rosebuds on the floor. "If you don't behave, Missy, you're going on the floor," Harry chided Pewter. "If you give me treats, I'll be an angel." "Liar, liar, your pants are on fire," Mrs. Murphy sassed. That fast, Pewter charged the tiger cat, the gold beads entangled between them. The two boxed. Harry stood up, separating the cats to save the beads. Off the table, the two chased each other around the room. "Anyone bring Valium for cats?" asked Boom Boom. "Remind me next time to stock up," Harry replied. Raquel and Jean had married best friends, and both couples had moved to Crozet when Bryson Deeds took a slot in the cardiology department at the University of Virginia Hospital. He'd gone on to become one of the leading cardiologists in the country. Bill Kilo, his best friend, specialized in tax law. He, too, flourished. Both men earned very good money, and their wives reflected being well tended. Of the two, Raquel was obsessed with her looks and appearing young. While both wives were very attractive, any woman paled next to Alicia or Boom Boom. The funny thing was, neither of these great beauties fussed over themselves all that much, which only made them more alluring. Harry, good-looking but not drop-dead gorgeous, lived in jeans. Since she farmed, this was as it should be, but every now and then Alicia, Boom Boom, and Susan would gang up on her and drag her to stores to find dresses. It took 3 of them to make her do it. Although Raquel and Jean had not grown up with everyone, they had lived in Crozet for 20 years, fitting right in. "You know, this really is lovely." Susan held up a wreath of magnolia leaves, white magnolia blossoms, red rosebuds, and gold beads wrapped diagonally around the wreath. "This looks pretty good, too. A little more plain, perhaps." Harry held up the bay leaf wreath, with cranberries wrapped around it, set off with large pale green bows.